So many of you asked me about my Sistaco nails that I'm learning how to perfect. And you guys, I've gone crazy with them. So first of all, I want to share with you the Sistaco. Yes, I'm saying I went crazy with them. Yes, I did. But this is my kit. And I put everything in this. Okay, so I've got it all set up for success, like a doctor's office, basically surgical. It's the surgery. I have a plug that has an adapter that has several. It's got one. What is this one called, Harry?
That's a C.
C, and then two USBs, so I can plug all of my tools into this. And my it's got a little plug. And I have a plug on my, I just happen to have one here on my breakfast nook counter here. So, I bought the kit that came with the Sistaco Mineral Nail Bond. Now this one does not have any of the bad blue UV rays, so you're not gonna get skin cancer using this one. Thank goodness. I have the Express Nail Coat Remover, the base coat, this is all Sistaco, the gloss top coat.
I want to be towards you because they're seeing it upside down right now.
And then I have this nifty container, and I put a little plastic on it. When I do, and I'll share it with you, the minerals, I get all of the waste in here, and then you can just take this powder and actually use it on your nails, so you're not wasting any of it. I put a plastic on it because I use it. It helps stabilize my hands when I use that. Now, in addition to that, I bought a Melody Susie, S-U-S-I-E, off of Amazon. You can get them at Sally's. You can get them at any nail supply store. It came with a little packet of the little sandpapers, and it came with this little tool set. And the only thing in the tool set that I even use is the buffer. Now the reason why I bought this is because you guys know I have issues with my hands. If I didn't have issues with my hands, I would just use nail files, just to buff the top, right, to get that off. So here's what I'm gonna do is you would use regular nails. So what I do is I have been using the exact same sandpaper this entire time. I have not changed it at all because I don't want it to be so coarse and so rough that I'm going to rip my nails in the process. I'm going to turn this on low, and I'm going to barely touch the top of my nails just to scrape off the top coats of my nails and not get down to the actual nail with it, so that I can use the Express Nail Remover that comes with Sistaco. So I'm going to share that. If you don't have this, you don't want to use this, if you're afraid of using this, just do like they say, buy a nail emery board and buff it off the top and use the Express Nail Remover. And you may have to use this a couple times. It depends on how many coats you use on your nails. Just like anything else, if you use nail polish remover or whatever. But I like to use this. Now I also bought, you have to buy it separately, the Sistaco Mineral Bond Nail Remover products. And you can get these little tools, a whole box of them that have this shaped, I don't know if you can see this shape of a tool. It's like a triangle. And this we gently use to remove the nail polish once we get it. And this is like a cuticle, it pushes the cuticle down, and it came with both in there. So I use those too. I'm gonna do a complete manicure every time I do my nails. You can just remove the polish and then add polish and go from there, but I like doing it all. I'm kind of a perfectionist, in case you guys didn't know, and I like doing this. So I just sit here and just zone into my nails and do them. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go and buff the top of all my nails and get them ready to put on my Express Nail Coat Remover. So, gotta make some noise. This has a, you turn it on, and then you can make it go lower. Hear how fast it is? I don't want to go that fast. I want to go low and slow.
I don't even think you can hear it.
Well, I want to go low and slow. There's a roller here. That's fast. I don't want it fast. I don't want to rip my nail, so I go on low. Okay?
It's so quiet, I can't even hear it.
So what I do is I just tear a paper towel in half, and I use this to hold my nail in place. You don't have to, if you have good mobility in your hands, you don't need to, but I don't. So I just do this, and I just go and start buffing the top. It's slow and slow. The object is not to get it all the way off. The object is to rough it up. So much easier than scrubbing it back and forth with an emery board, for me anyway. It's just, and it's so much less time consuming. You have to learn your own nails, you have to learn the pressure, so it's a learning experience. You probably can get a cheap Dremel on Temu if you don't mind ordering from Temu. It's up to
Do you
you.
remember what you paid for that one?
It's like 12 bucks.
Oh, that's pretty cheap.
Yeah, I know.
Dremels are like 40, 30 to $50.
Yeah, this is just a nail salon one. And it came with the little rollers, and it came with the little tools that you need for it, which is really nice. I'm left-handed and I'm using my right hand, so I need to hold it a little bit better because I'm still not perfect on my opposite hand. Now that I've got them all buffed, if you guys can see that, I have a soft brush. You can get a makeup brush on Temu really cheap, and I just dust them off right over my paper towel here. Just get them dusted. And I bought like a 3-pack from Temu, so I have extras in there. And then I just use the dust. I just fold the dust up. I'm done with that one. And I just lay it to the side. Now, I put another one on here. And now I'm going to use the Express Nail Coat on my nails. And I don't know if you can see them, but I've buffed them. And I'm not worried that you can see some of the nail through it because I know I have a clear base coat under there and I did not go all the way down. And you'll see what I'm talking about when I do the next step. So now I take my Express Nail Coat Remover, and it's very thick, and you want it thick. You just take a very thick, see how thick that is? And you just glob it on, dab it on. Try to stay on your nails because it can burn. If you have a sore or anything on your cuticle, you really can't use this because it's meant to lift. It looks like crackle paint. If you remember, if you've ever done any crackle painting, DIY, I just go through and put it on my nails. Just glob it on. You want a nice glob of it on my nails. You don't need the pedestal. You can come up with your own DIY on what you can use to do this, but I have this so that it helps my wrist. Now, I just let it sit for a few minutes and I take this tool, this little, you can get this in a dental kit from Temu that has all kinds of little tools, or you can buy this straight from Sistaco like I did. And what's happening, can you see how this is bubbling?
Go it towards the light a little bit, yeah.
Can you see how that is bubbling? Look at that.
Stop moving.
It's going bubbling, pulling that nail polish right up. And you may have to do this several times on your hand. And then what you do is you just take your tool. Now, I don't know if you can see or not, but you take this tool and you push the nail polish off. So I'm just gonna go and push. Now I did like 3 coats. I did base coat, blue, top coat, and then I went back and did another blue and top coat. So I've got a lot of nail on here. But if you just did the quick base coat, color coat, top coat, this would come off much quicker. And basically you just use this tool to remove all this, and I go back over it right away before I move on to the next one and scrape it off. So I'm going to go through and do this with everything, scrape off all this.
So I have a question. The longer you leave it on, the more easy it is to take it off, or is there really a time involved thing?
I get impatient.
Yeah.
You know, if you feel any burning at all, you want to get it off, because it is like acetone, right? You don't want to get acetone in your cuticle. That's why I always do my manicure after I do all of this. And the darker colors can stain your finger just like regular nail polish does. But remember, when you put your coat on, you're also not, you can't see through it if you do like 2 coats. Just like nail polish, only this just slides it right off. And I'm not having to use a lot of hand gestures or anything. So you guys come back when I get my hands all done, and I share what my next step is. Now that I've got my nail polish off, you can actually go right from here and put another coat and everything on. And you can get these little buffers. You know, it says file nail edge, smoother, smooth nail, ridge remover, nail edge, and you can fix your nails a little bit.
You need to turn like you're reading, because they're going straight down, and you got them showing everything upside down.
But I'm going to do a complete manicure right now. So my next step is to use my Sally Hansen Instant Cuticle Remover. You can get the cuticle remover that you use, that you want to use, but that's what I use. And again, I'm just gonna I'll do it on here so you guys can see. I just go around my cuticles with this. Follow the instructions on my product. I get mine at Walgreens whenever I go there. You could probably get it on Temu, Amazon, your local, maybe, I don't know if dollar store carries it, but whatever cuticle remover you like to use. And I just put it around my cuticles.
What does it do? Soften them up or something?
It softens the cuticles up.
Yeah.
And then we're going to push it down. So I'll show everybody. Just like they do in your nail salon. Try to get it all the way up to the top of the nail and all the way around. I'm not worried if there's a little blue staining on my nails because I'm going to be covering that up. Your nails don't have to have perfect color to them. You just don't want to damage your nails is the trick. Everything is soft, gentle, right? So I've got this Sally Hansen cuticle remover on my cuticles, and then I take the cuticle, this tool, I don't know the name of it. It's concave on one end and convex on the other. And I just take it and just gently start on the side of my nail and push it. Push the cuticles down, and I go way into the side of my nail. That'll also get rid of anything that's up inside your nail. If you got sloppy and it got way over to the sides, and you couldn't get it out with the express nail remover, this helps pick up any of the extra stuff. You don't want to scrape super hard, and you don't want to damage your nails. You're just pushing the skin gently back around your nail. And you follow the instructions on how long to leave it. Couple minutes. And Harry asked me about the express remover. I'd use 1 to 2 minutes on that on your nails when you put it on, and until you can see that it's crinkling and lifting nicely. And you'll learn your own nails, and you'll learn how many coats when you use your nail polish, how many coats you put on, how many times you're going to need it. And you can even go back with a nail emery board and just kind of scrape some of the weird little places that are still left, because the trick is we don't want to damage and strip our nail, right? That's the whole idea of using something like the Mineral Bond product.
Yeah, because you'll do your nails like every other day.
Yeah, I do. If I want to, if I get bored and I want a different color. So I just go and do all my nails. I start with the hand that I put it on first, because by the time I go through all my digits, then it's time to go back and do it. Stabilizing your hand on a flat surface helps a lot, because I'm not good with my left hand as good as I am with my right. Your dominant hand. I just let this sit for a minute, and then I go and scrub it off with a nail brush. There are so many different nail brushes that are super inexpensive. You can get them at the dollar store, you can get them at Walgreens, you can get them at Walmart, you can get them anywhere. Temu, I bought mine on Temu for 98 cents, and I use that with a nice gentle soap that has no oil in it, because we don't want oil on our nails for the next step. So we'll come back for the next step, folks, as soon as I let this set up for a minute, and then I go scrub it off. We'll be back and ready for the next step. So see you guys in the next step. Yes, indeed. So as part of my manicure, and this is a full manicure, it's not just, remember, you can replace your polish right away, but I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna take a good look at any of my nails and even them out. I'm gonna take a look at them, use my emery board. I cracked a nail really badly right here, and it's cracked straight down. So I have to keep this side really short, and I have to make sure that it's not continuing to crack. And this is an old thing that I've been dealing with this whole time. I mean, I cracked it so far down on my nail that it's still healing, and it wants to crack downward. So I try to make it as soft and nice as possible. Just go through, check my nails. Some of these nails broke and splintered on vacation, so I'm babying them. Baby your nails. And like I said, I'm not worried about the discoloring. a little bit of blue or black, you know, or dark red. Unless I'm using a sheer color, I'm not really concerned about it because it's totally going to be totally covered by the new color. If it bothers you, you know, use your Express Nail coloring cleaner remover, your nail remover. Sorry, I got to get this straight. Sorry, I'm trying to do it. Express Nail Coat Remover. Okay, so I look at that. That looks good. I'm not worried about that. Now, I do not cut my cuticles all the way around. I think you can really injure them. But what I do is I use one of these very cautiously and look for any hangnails, any skin that's sticking up that I can easily get to without hurting my nail bed, the rest of my nail bed, because I think less is more. I know the professionals go around and cut your nails, and I just feel like I am not that great, and I do not want to damage my nail bed. So I just go and look for any of the loose skin that's left. And like Harry says, I do my manicures all the time. So I really keep my nail beds with the Sally Hansen, with this product, with the Sally Hansen Instant Cuticle Remover. I do use it. So I use it like whenever I do my nails. I don't just change my nail polish. I do the whole thing. That's just me. Check my nails, make sure they're straight the way I want them. My fingers are quite crooked at the top and my nails are crooked. So you have to decide, do you want your nails straight across? I'm keeping my nails short right now on purpose. So I just want them kind of squared and rounded at the edge. It's working for me. Some of the things that I'm doing recreationally need my nails short. Be like if you played guitar or an instrument or anything like that. You wouldn't necessarily want super long nails. But if you want long nails, go for it. If you want them pointed, round, oval, any of those things. And after you do your emery board.
She's doing a delivery. She's going to bark.
Okay. Come back on the next segment, you guys, and I'll show you the next step.
Want me to stop it?
Yes. Now, it's time to buff my nails. I do it with my Dremel, okay? Take off the sanding part and put on the buffing tool. Now, if you don't want to get, and you don't want to get one, just get your block and smooth your nails, shine your nails, file your nails, remove ridges, and use this accordingly. But I just use my buffer, and I turn it on low, and I just use it and buff my nails. Does not hurt at all. I go across the top of my nail where I sanded it before. I try to get this cut in area, and see, it's not hurting my cuticles at all. I have it on low. I am not trying to whip it out super fast. I don't want to damage my nails. So I'm just going through and going up and down my nails. Go around the cuticle, go across the top gently on low, go underneath, buff the top. I do that to all my nails before I proceed. This way, if there's any lumps or ridges or bumps or anything like that where you could have jabbed it too hard because you're new and you're learning, it kind of takes that off. If there's any teeny weeny little patches of blue or colored nail polish, sometimes that just takes that right off. And it gets my nail super clean, super smooth, and ready to go. And again, it's low, it's a low setting, so I'm not taking anything off, right? I'm just buffing my nails.
So that's a soft buffer?
Just a soft, cottony, fluffy buffer.
That all came with it?
That came with in the kit. If you look at my kit, It's this tool, it's this one right there. And I've been using it so long, it's kind of shaped to my nails. I've been using it for months. I haven't had to change it out. Same with my sandpaper one because I don't need it. I don't have acrylic nails. So I don't want to damage my nail. This just helps buff it. Now, my thumb has super ridges, vertical ridges, parallel ridges. If you have those on your nails, sometimes this helps. Just kind of smooths it out without damaging your nail until that grows out, until your healthy nail comes through. And you see I'm not going fast. Now, if your nails were really damaged because you had what's the nail gel, or you had acrylics or anything like that on them, you have to be extremely careful as you let them grow out because they're going to be paper thin. So you want to be super gentle, super careful with that. This kind of helps those areas that have been layered off your nail. You've pulled some of the layers off when they remove those nasty things. And basically, I've done a complete removal and a manicure. Now I go back and I look, and if you can see, my nails are pretty healthy. I have some ridges in here, but by doing that gently to them, it helps. See, I've got a couple of spots that have blue, but I'm not worried, and they feel super smooth. Now, here's another trick I learned. I take an alcohol prep pad. You can buy a huge box of these for very inexpensive. And I go over the hand that I'm going to be doing first, and I'll do my right hand. And I make sure I go over it and into the nail bed because you want to get any oil from any of the product, any product or soap that's left on your nail. Don't forget to go under your nail too, because we want to go across the top of the nail with a clear coat so it keeps those nail polish from chipping off as fast. So once I have that hand is ready to go. So put that down, and I look for any fur fuzzies because you don't want them in your polish. And then it's time to get my nail polish out. Now I am using Metallic Range Cisco Olive Green. And I've never used this one, but I'm going to do it the classic way. I'm going to put it on with the classic application, and Cisco has all of that information in the booklet that you get, and that's brand new, so that's a pretty green. And then I'm going to put on my thumb and my ring finger the golden, which is a metallic shade shift, just to give my contrast to my nails. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. Super easy, super simple. So those are the two colors, the olive and the, can you see those? So less is more, remember that. With your base coat, I'm taking my base coat and I'm putting a very thin coat of base on here. Then once I am done, I'm going to unplug and get my Dremel out of the way, because the next thing I'm going to be doing is my nails. So I have got my pot. You don't have to use a pot. You can use a box, whatever you want, but I've got the plastic covering it because I don't want any of the base coat going through the holes. So get my base coat. If your base coat or your top coat gets super thick, you can put the container in warm water, or you can get a tea, and I'll share that real quick with everybody, like this. And you can put your bottles on here to warm up. Never put your express nail remover on it, because you want to keep it the way it is. It can damage your express nail remover. Just the base coat or the top coat, but I'm not doing that today. I don't need it. My product stays pretty, I don't have super cold, super hot changes. So I'm just taking my base coat And I am going to put a very thin is best coat on my nail. And you can see I've tainted my base coat with blue. Great. So, and sometimes that happens because I forgot to wipe the brush off when I was putting it onto my nails last time. So now my base coat has a blue tint in it. Always remember to wipe your brush before putting it back in the bottle if you're using it over a dark color. A lot of Sistaco professionals have one for the blue tones, one for the red tones, one for the dark colors, which is smart because you are dealing with a powder. It can contaminate your base coat and your top coat. So just remember that. A lot of people take the time to wipe it in between. See, it's got a bluish tint to it. I'm not worried because green and blue go together. So it is what it is. I'm only going to do my right hand for you guys. So you put a thin coat on of your base coat. You take your Sistaco, you turn it on, and you put it on your nails, or you put your nails under it. I like holding it myself. I think it does a better job. My fingers are very long, and my thumb is short, and I can't get my thumb under it. They tell you to do it like this, but then I'm bending my hand funny, but you can do it that way. I just prefer just to hold it. I'll watch TV or whatever. I only do it for one time, which is a 30 seconds, just to get it sticky. You want it sticky enough to hold the powder you're going to put on it, your mineral bond. And I'm resting my hand on my pot. Oops, I see something. There, piece of fuzzy. It's weird how you get fuzzies. No matter how easy and you try, your towel may put terry marks on it. You know, an older towel's best when you're doing your nails so that it doesn't get any fluffy fuzzies. Okay, I'm ready to do my color. So what I'm going to do is take that off and use this. Now, from Sistaco, it depends on the kit you buy, you can get, and it comes with this style, double-edged sponge. And it also comes with the brush at one end, applicator at the other. And you'll find which one you like the best. Then I go and buy a huge box of the one I like the best for inexpensive on Temu or Amazon or a dollar store or on sale, you know, because once you get the colors, even though you wash them, again, you can only use them so many times. So now I'm going to do my thumb and my ring finger with this beautiful color right here. And I'm doing the classic way. These are metallic, and I'm just putting those on. So I'm going to just put a little bit on my brush like this, and I'm just going to go gently and tap it on my finger, on my nail. Try to get good coverage. I like these little guys because you don't get the powder everywhere, and it's easier to get around your cuticles clean. At least for me it is. Isn't that a cool color? Look at that color, you guys. It's so cool. Make sure I've got it all around. Then I go to my thumb and do the same thing. Light strokes of it because it's tacky. Your base is tacky. So you just want to place it on and gently smooth it. Now, if I were doing metallic, I would rub this once I get a top coat on. Follow your instructions from Sistaco on what look you want, classic or metallic, and follow their instructions. But I'm just doing mine super easy, super simple. 2 different colors. Now, once you've got it on and it looks good to you, just take your brush and brush the leftover powder right into your pot through, it'll fall through. I like to go back with my alcohol swab and carefully remove some of the powder around my cuticles, because sometimes I'm not too great with my top coat and it bleeds. And if I get the powder off first, the less likely it's gonna look goofy when I do mine. And I even go underneath my nail without taking it off. And if you do take it off, put some more powder on. It's as simple as that. So those two nails are done with powder. Be careful because they're powder. We haven't put a top coat on them yet. Check them out. Look at them in the light. Make sure you've got them covered, the coverage you want. And now we're going to exchange and go to the olive coloring on the rest of my nails. Don't need a lot. And again, you can start at the bottom, in the middle, wherever you like to put it. I kind of tap it on with these little guys, with the little brushes. You know the shape of your nail best. I've got teeny weeny little nails. I don't have a long nail bed. I wish I did. That'd be so neat. So, see how pretty the difference the two colors look? I think that looks cool. So you just go and repeat. I look at them to make sure I've got them all evenly coated. Dust them off. Isn't that cool, you guys? Now I go with my, you don't have to do this step, but I do it. I just go and make sure that I've got any really powdery stuff around my nail. I'm still using the same alcohol swab too. You don't have to be as precise as I am, but my hands shake sometimes, and sometimes I'm not good with my nail polish, the clear coat that needs to go on top to seal in the powder. So I'd rather clean it up now and look to see if I took any off. And now it's ready to put a top coat on to seal this beautiful color, you guys. So I just get my top gloss coat.
Yeah, that's right. Sorry. My fault.
And just paint a nice thin coat. And I have my finger on top of this pot because it stabilizes my hand from shaking. And I can get a nice thin coat on my nail. And if your nail is long enough, take the top. Don't forget to go across the top of your nail. Seals the point and the end off. And that way it won't chip as easy from the top. My nails are pretty short. I look to see if there's any clear on the sides, and there isn't. So now what I want to do is I want to put it under I get back, relax, turn this on, and I like to have it on 3 times, the short time 3 times, and then my nails dry. Then I'm done. So I'm super excited about that, you guys. Come back in the next segment after I do this 3 times, so 30 seconds, so 90 seconds to 120 seconds with your blue light here, and then you're done. So I'll come back and share, you guys. You can put your nails under this way. Either way works, as long as you can get your thumb and your little finger in with the rest of your nails and the light's hitting it. Put it on the counter and do that. One more time. Once I put the light on the top coat and I'm finished, I do it 3 times, and then I go into the bathroom and gently wash my hands, taking my thumb and rub gently around my cuticles to remove any of the powder that's left, because these nails will be totally dry. If you're not sure, do the touch test, but they will be totally dry as long as you put a nice thin coat all the way through. So, and then you're done. Then I'm done, and I've got to get on to the left hand. You guys, my nails are done. I did a complete manicure, and look how pretty they are. Now, my ring finger and my thumbs and ring fingers are the golden metallic shade shift. But I did it in the classic application. Again, the instructions that come on your Cisco tell you how to do the different applications. This one is the olive, and this one is also a metallic range, but I did it in the classic look. And this is just as simple as your powders, your base coat, your top coat, and an emery board. You don't need all the fancy stuff that I have, but I wanted to show you what I do for a complete nail care, but there's one more step you need to do. I have the Sistaco oil. This is the Sistaco nail elixir. If you guys can see this, it comes in different scents. See how pretty my nails look, you guys? So pretty. And in the sun, it just picks up the glitter and the sunlight. I take my applicator, my little bottle. It's got a little roller bottle on it. I just put a little bit across my cuticles on both nails. Just put a dab across my nails. And I just rub it around my cuticle. Each cuticle, because I've been going into my cuticle a lot with this, and I've been taking alcohol and drying out my nail bed. So I want to nourish it and strengthen my nails, right, when I'm done. And that's what I do. And I just sit and massage it in. And you guys, I'm done. I use shea butter on my hands, but I don't get it into my nails. I use my oil on my nails. And if I have any left, I just pat it down my nails. And there you go, you guys. Isn't that beautiful? And this will last a long time. The challenge is I like doing all the colors. I like playing around with it. So I'll get up and I'll just start playing with my nails at night, and I really enjoyed it. It's very cathartic. It's like painting, right? So I really enjoy that. But you guys, you asked for it, and I thought I would share my Sistaco nails and how I do a complete manicure, self-health care for my nails. Yes, indeed. If you guys like what you see, please remember to like, subscribe, ring the little bell, and give me a thumbs up. Hey, you guys, if you're interested in weight loss and the ketogenic lifestyle, come visit us on our regular channel where I do cooking, I do health tips, I do things all the time. We share what we eat every single day, and we'd love to have you come and join our family. Good night, everyone.
Thank you.